Hello guys, this is Leton and you are watching Code from Scratch. Let's start today's tutorial logistic regression. Regression is the classification technique that basically used to measure the relationship between dependent variable and one or more independent variable by estimating probabilities using this logistic function. So it is basically used to find the probability whether it belongs to 0 and 1. Suppose it also estimate that whether a image is a cat or a dog. It able to distinguish between them. It is linear regression. It predict two values 0, either 0 or 1. 0 means no, 1 means yes. This is logistic regression. You can able to identify. Some things are present in logistic regressions. So our formula is basically used to understand, and there are some basic concept which we have to learn. Whether we go in depth, so we have to learn sigmoid function. So sigmoid function is basically used to get the probabilities. Whether you got a values, it is basically used to find the problem. It makes the probabilities between 0 and 1. It is also, we can call it is a squashing function which has a range 0 to 1. When we got our probabilities in 0.53, we set them as a 1, because if it is it used this function to get our probabilities and able to distinguish between two outputs 0 and 1. So second topic is, we will discuss it later. So our decision boundary is also used in sigmoid function. What is decision boundary? Decision boundary is basically used to separate the classes into 0 and 1. It used in sigmoid function. They are both similar concept. First we use decision boundary, then we apply sigmoid function, which will set the value into 0 and 1. Suppose if your value is 0.3 and your decision boundary value is 0.5. If 0.3 is less than 0.5, it lies between 0, and if it is greater than 0.5, it lies in 1. We have to set that value into some range. That's the decision boundary, or this decision boundary we use in sigmoid function to able to differentiate two terms or set in a range between 0 and 1 by providing a condition. If it is greater than 0.5, it lies in 1. If it is less than 0.5, it lies in 0. This is logistic regression functions. So we are now our second topic is cost function. So we already discussed in last tutorial about in linear regression. So our cost function we already discussed later, so we will not move. You can, if you want to watch, you can go our previous video, so you can understand it properly again. So let's start our data set. So here is our data set. Is basically a heart disease data set, whether a person have a heart disease or not. It is not the real way to do, but it is also the how it works. You can understand it through it. It is not a good programming, not a good way to do, but it's I have done through scratch, so it not work properly. So but you can understand the how it is working from inside. So now we are going to do, here is the data set which has age, sex, cholesterol, everything, cholesterol, fat, dates, phthalic, axanes. They are all the things that present in it, we have to understand. So our first need to do this, we have to find the, we have to do feature engineering, whether we have to, but it is not necessary right now, because it is a, we are doing a thing that like we are just here to see whether our data is oversampled or undersampled. So it's not necessary right now, we don't have to do it right now. So we are going to take our target variable or dependent variable or independent variable. So our independent variable are x and dependent variable is this y, and we just took that value 0 and 1, x and y. Then we place that variable in this value. We have a formula that we will have to understand. This is our sigmoid function. You can see there. This is our sigmoid function values. So m is the slope, x is the input variable. This is our formula which we use to distinguish our range between 0 and 1. This is our cost function formula, which also we can call log loss function and logit function. So we can use this formula to update our bias and intercept, coefficient of bias and intercept. We can use that formula to update our slope and constant. This is our formula. Log y prediction is our y equal to mx formula. This we used and we will get this formula. Oh, sorry, y prediction is this one formula, sigmoid function, y equal to this one. We put that value, we got our value. We have done the same things we have already done in last videos of linear regression. Use same technique. Where is the formula y prediction? We already know our sigmoid function. We will get that probability through this formula y prediction, and we put that value in this log loss function. And here is the formula we have already discussed in our last video. Derivative of partial derivative of slope and partial derivative of constant. This we used, and this is our convergence formula, which is basically used to update our slope and this, and which we put that log loss function is we have to minimize this function. Which so in last video I already have discussed so many things, so you can go through it. And now you can watch clearly what we have done. We have just do the last thing which we had done last video. Same thing which I need to do. So we got our value, slope, different slope, c intercept different. We got our perfect slope m1c for best line. Post value, we got our m with slope. It is our m post. Our value is decreasing. You can check the. Here is you can check our value is decreasing. 7c. You can check here our value is decreasing and moving downward. So it is our formula. We apply that formula and we got our prediction. That's not actually prediction. We have done listing, but our way of doing this technique is this technique we use to understand logistic function. Now we have applied a real scenario, so you can check on it. So we took our iris data set. So we just took our dependent or independent variable, and this is our data set. We just choose that our unique value between of independent variable 0 and 1. So we splitting our data between train and test split. So we just took our half, and we just apply a logistic function directly without doing any feature engineering. Training x, training y, we got our value. Prediction, we got our prediction. and whatever prediction score is 100%, because erase data is very small, so that's why it will provide you, give you a 100% accuracy. So you can check there is no less error, and we have our true positive and true negative, they are also looking good. So this is our logistic way to do this technique. So you can understand, we will discuss furthermore concept about linear regression with feature engineering. I will discuss these things on my next video. Hope you like it. Please like and share and subscribe. Thank you.